Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. Go ahead and hit subscribe if you don't want to miss what's coming next, because we've got a lot more of these videos on the way. Today we're talking about phishing, what it actually is, why it works so well, and the different ways it shows up in your inbox, your texts, and your social media. Quick definition so we're all on the same page. Phishing is when an attacker pretends to be someone trustworthy, your bank, your boss, a delivery company, to trick you into clicking a link, opening a file, or handing over your password. And there isn't just one way it happens. Attackers use several different tricks to get you there. And today, we're going to walk through the most common ones one by one. Here's a quick scenario to show you what this looks like in real life. Imagine you get an email that says your bank account has been suspended. There's a link, a red warning icon, and a countdown clock ticking down. Your heart skips a beat, and without even thinking, you click. That's it. That's how 90% of cyber attacks start. Not with some genius hacker cracking a firewall in a dark room. With an email, with you or me just being human for 2 seconds. By the end of this video, you'll be able to spot every one of these tricks in seconds. Let's get into it. So why does this keep working on smart, careful people? Because it's not really a technical hack, it's a psychological one. Attackers aren't breaking into your computer, they're breaking into your trust. This broader technique is called social engineering, and phishing is just the most common version of it. And phishing works because it's built on real human emotions: fear, curiosity, urgency, greed, trust in authority. So instead of memorizing a checklist, I want you to understand the emotional triggers attackers use. Once you see the pattern, you'll never unsee it. The first trigger is authority. We're wired from childhood to listen to authority. Teachers, police, our boss. Attackers exploit that instinct completely. A classic example. You get an email that looks like it's from your CEO asking you to urgently buy gift cards or wire money for a confidential deal. The tone is commanding, the sender name looks right, and you don't want to be the person who says no to the boss. The tell? Check the actual email address, not just the display name. And remember, real executives almost never ask for gift cards or wire transfers over email. If in doubt, call them directly using a number you already have, not one from the email. Next up, urgency and fear. This is the countdown timer, the "your account will be suspended in 24 hours" email, the "suspicious login detected, act now" text. Fear shuts down your critical thinking. When you're scared, you react instead of think. And that's exactly what the attacker wants. They don't want you pausing to check the sender's address. They want your thumb hitting that button. The tell? Any message that pressures you to act immediately is a red flag. Legitimate companies give you time, and they don't threaten to lock your account over email. Then there's curiosity. Think of subject lines like "someone tagged you in a photo," or "your package could not be delivered," or "invoice attached." Vague enough to make you wonder, specific enough to feel real. Our brains hate an open loop. When something is unresolved, we want to close it, so we click just to see what it is. The tell. If a message is vague about details but urges you to open an attachment or link to find out more, stop. Go directly to the source, log into your account separately, or check your actual delivery tracking instead of clicking through. This one's simple. Prize wins, lottery notifications, "you've been selected" emails. Huge discounts that expire in 10 minutes. Greed and excitement override caution. The tell: if you didn't enter a contest, you can't win it. And no legitimate deal needs your password or bank details to confirm your prize. Now let's get a bit more technical. A fake login page is a website built to look exactly like a real one. Your email provider, your bank, your company's login portal. But it's actually just a form that sends whatever you type straight to the attacker. You'll usually land on one of these after clicking a phishing link. It looks pixel perfect. Same logo, same colors, same layout. The tell: always check the URL in the address bar before typing a password anywhere. Look for the exact domain name, not just something that looks close. This connects directly to the last point. Attackers register domains that look almost identical to the real one. Think paypal1.com with a number 1 instead of an L, or micros0ft.com with a 0 instead of an O. At a glance, your brain just autocorrects it to the real name. The tell: slow down and actually read the domain letter by letter, especially before entering credentials. When in doubt, type the website address in manually instead of clicking the link. Related trick: the visible text of a link and where it actually goes can be completely different. A link might say www.yourbank.com, but actually point somewhere else entirely. The tell: on a computer, hover your mouse over a link without clicking and look at the real destination shown at the bottom of your browser. On mobile, press and hold the link to preview the URL before opening it. Last one: attachments. Invoices, resumes, shipping documents, even calendar invites. Opening the wrong file, especially one with macros enabled, can install malware straight onto your device. The tell: be extra cautious with unexpected attachments, especially ones ending in .exe, .zip, or Office files that ask you to enable content or enable macros the moment you open them. If you weren't expecting a file from that person, verify with them first through a separate channel. Okay, let's rapid fire recap everything we just covered. 8 triggers: authority, urgency and fear, curiosity, too good to be true, fake login pages, lookalike domains, suspicious links, and malicious attachments. If a message hits any of these, slow down before you click. Honestly, if you take away just one thing from this video, let it be this: pause before you click. Attackers are racing against your instinct to react quickly. The moment you slow down and verify, through a separate channel, a direct visit to the website, a phone call, most phishing attempts completely fall apart. A simple rule I use: if a message creates a strong emotional reaction, fear, excitement, urgency, that's exactly the moment to be most suspicious, not least. If this video helped you spot something you might have missed before, do me a favor and hit that like button. It genuinely helps this channel grow. And if you want more breakdowns like this, passwords, two-factor authentication, safe browsing habits, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next one. Drop a comment below. Has anyone ever tried to phish you? I'd love to hear the story. Thanks so much for watching. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you in the next video.